Alright guys, what's up? If you're here to watch a happy Husky fan, turn the video off, go find another video because I'm about as unhappy as I can be with a 6 touchdown victory. And if you don't understand that, you're just going to have to take my word for it. The Huskies won today 45-3, and as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing really to be happy about with this game. So that might confuse if you didn't watch the game, but as somebody who did watch the game, there's something really, really not right with this squad, and I am officially concerned about this season not living up to expectations. Arguably, that's already kind of happened because of the Trey Adams thing, but even beyond that. So, okay, let's start with the positives. Beyond the fact that we won the game. We moved to 1-1. We're undefeated at home. We won by 6 touchdowns. Our passing defense looked excellent out there today. We were getting a ton of pressure on Ketteringham, and we sacked him several times, held him under 100 yards passing. Very little going for North Dakota through the air. And other than that, don't let the score fool you on this one, guys. This is a team with some huge problems, and I saw them come out today. Let's start with the most obvious problem. And I don't care if he threw for 300 yards today. I'm looking at you, Jake Browning. I don't know what's going on with this guy, but he's regressed from last year, I think. Last year, he had regressed from the previous year, but he didn't have John Ross, so I kind of let that slide. This year, I know we lost Dante Pettis, but he got a couple of new guys like Ty Jones, and I was thinking, okay, it should be at least as good as it was last year. It is. So far, I'm not impressed. He is making some bad decisions. We are leaving points on the board. He is missing receivers. He threw 2 picks today. Both of them were just really bad, throwing behind the receiver, missing open guys. I mean, look, some of the plays are great. The touchdown he threw to Ty Jones that in the first quarter was brilliant. He was using his feet, he was moving around in the pocket, and then he threw across his body into the back of the end zone to an open receiver who made a great catch. I love it. Great stuff. He used his legs on a couple other plays today as well, but too many bad plays against a team like the Fighting Hawks, who I have no reason to believe are going to be good this year. And based on what I saw today, I have to conclude that either they're going to be a lot better this year or we are not nearly as good as we should be. So, yeah, I'm calling Jake Browning out. The numbers are going to look okay at the end of the day. I am telling you, he missed some throws. He made some dumb decisions. I did not see the kind of sharpness that I need to see from a quarterback playing against a team like North Dakota. You got me. I mean, I don't want to go crazy with this. I mean, Jake Browning, there's no point in jumping off the Jake Browning train because there's no other train running, and I understand that. But I saw the backup, Jake Haener, come in this fourth quarter when the game was over, and I don't want to say suddenly I'm thinking about him being the quarterback right now, but it crossed my mind because he played a really good fourth quarter in that garbage time, man. He hit Ty Jones for a beautiful touchdown. He made a couple other good throws. And I'm like, is Browning really giving us anything that a generic run-of-the-mill college quarterback can't give you? I don't know. He's just missing too many targets. So that's number one, and that's the big thing because, look, after last week, I kind of signed off on the Jake Browning thing. I was mentally like, he's good. That's it. He's not very good. He's not great. He is good. His situation makes him great sometimes, but if the situation doesn't make him great, he can't be great. So that's what we got. Now I'm like, do we even have that? Again, he's not physically talented enough to make mental mistakes, and I'm seeing these mental mistakes. Not good. I can't deal with a bunch of good plays, sprinkling in some bad plays here and there. I can't deal with that. Not with a guy like Jake Browning. He needs to be better. And if he's not better, we're not going to have a good season. Offensive line. Okay, I just criticized the quarterback. How about the offensive line that is going up against these North Dakota Fighting Hawks players that they should be physically dominating? And it looks like an even fight out there. I mean, you could argue that through the first half and the first 35 to 40 minutes of this game, we were getting our asses whipped at the line of scrimmage. We were getting our butts kicked. Okay, we couldn't run the ball for shit when this game was in question. Look at the stats, feel good about them if you want to. We ran the ball for big yardage when the game was over. When the game was in question, Gaskin didn't do shit. Ahmed, he didn't touch the ball very much until later in the game, but if this team can't run the ball against North Dakota, we're not going anywhere this year. This is going to be a bad season. This is going to be an 8-win if we're lucky season. So I have questions about that element of it too. I know Trey Adams is gone, but he's not coming back. We got to deal with that. And if our way of dealing with that is not being able to run the ball against the goddamn North Dakota Fighting Hawks, how are you going to run the ball against Stanford and USC and Oregon and these other teams that we think are going to be competitive this year? Because odds are good they're going to be good. So yeah, not good there. Offense today, it was a struggle, guys. It was a struggle. 45 points, 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter when the game was over. When this game was in question, the offense just, I was not impressed at all with anything. Some of the numbers look okay. I promise you, I watched this game. It was not all okay. Defense. You're going to get run over by North Dakota now? I mean, at the start of this game, the defense, I was impressed with the pressure on Ketteringham. I was good with the tackling, and then all of a sudden, this John Santiago guy running all over us, breaking tackles, breaking 4 or 5 tackles in a play, dominating us on the ground. We're lucky North Dakota didn't have any kind of passing attack, or else, we wouldn't have had them put up that 3 points on the board, because they had no problems running the ball on this team. I was shocked by how bad this defensive front seven played the run. I didn't think they could play that bad. And these are 1-star and 2-star recruits in North Dakota. I know I'm being very derogatory toward their team, but, they're not good. The North Dakota Fighting Hawks are not good. And for us to struggle to stop the run against that team is sad. So, yeah, a lot of problems. A lot of things on this team I don't like right now. The quarterback thing is really unacceptable because he's a senior. He's a guy who's competed for the Heisman Trophy before, and I don't think he's gotten any better since 2 years ago. 2 years ago, he was one of the best quarterbacks in college football. He hasn't gotten better, and the situation around him has gotten worse, so he looks worse. That's not okay. And, you got me, a guy who really liked Jake Browning going into the season, already thinking about, who's behind him? Who do we have who can replace that guy? Because I just see a guy. And I'm not saying we need to make the change right now, but it's got me already longing for the future. It's already got me thinking of, when is this guy going to get out so I can get a better quarterback in here? Because this guy, he's just a guy. Easily replaceable. All right. Like I said, 45-3 looks pretty, but so many bad things in this game, really, guys. So many bad signs. I have a bad feeling when our Pac-12 schedule starts, especially against the really good Pac-12 teams. I saw Stanford beat USC 17-3. How are we going to score against Stanford? USC couldn't even move the ball against them hardly. Penalties, guys. Also, for everything I just said, we left so many points on the board today because of penalties. The chop block on Gaskin, holding, false start, just bad. If this is a stupid football team, and last week they committed a lot of penalties, today they committed a lot of penalties, so right now, in my opinion, they are 2 for 2 on games in which they have looked like a dumb football team. We're not going to win. If the Washington Huskies are a dumb football team this year, they do not have enough talent to overcome that and win the Pac-12. And right now they look like a dumb team to me. So, hoping they get better. Peterson, it's on you. But right now, through 2 games, I have questions. And I didn't expect to have this many questions at this point. All right. That's the best I got for you guys. I know I'm negative, but I can't help it. I did not like what I saw out there. I'll see you guys later. Bow down to Washington. Good win today, but the path that we took to get there, not great.